Today, we're going to take a look back at the absolutely explosive first week of a new financial product launch. We're digging into the anatomy of what the team is calling a nearly perfect rollout for a project called Strike V2.
So let's just start with this question. How do you even measure a successful product launch? Is it about the tech working perfectly? Is it just about getting tons of users right away? Or is it all about pure, raw trading volume? Well, over the next few minutes, we're going to see how one project managed to answer yes to all of those in a really big way.
All right, let's kick things off right at the very beginning, the moment the protocol actually went live and the foundation was set.
So, for anyone who's not familiar, what is Strike V2? At its core, it's a perpetuals trading protocol, but the key feature is right there on the screen. Native support for both Cardano and Ethereum. And you know, this is a huge deal. The whole idea was to bridge two massive, often separate crypto communities from day one. That was a really core part of their launch strategy.
And the foundation for this whole success story really starts right here. The team said the deployment went nearly perfect. I mean, in the world of tech launches where things almost always go wrong, that's a massive win. It means the core trading engine just worked flawlessly. From the second it went live, no bugs, no downtime, just a solid, stable platform ready for traders from the get-go.
Okay, so the tech was solid. And with that foundation locked in, the numbers, well, they started to roll in almost immediately. Let's take a look at what went down in just the first 24 hours.
Right out of the gate, they smashed their first major milestone, over $100,000 in trading volume.
And what's really crucial here is that volume wasn't just a few big players making huge moves. Nope, it came from over 600 individual trades. That shows you there was broad user adoption right from the start. People weren't just watching, they were actively jumping in and using the platform. And this is really the punchline that illustrates the speed we're talking about. Hitting six-figure volume and hundreds of trades, all within a single day. You can't argue with that. It's an undeniably explosive start.
But, you know, a great first day is one thing. Sustaining that momentum, that's a whole other ballgame. The team didn't just sit back and celebrate. They immediately kicked into a rapid expansion phase. They were literally adding fuel to the fire they'd just started.
Now, this timeline just shows you the sheer pace they were moving at. I mean, look at this. Day one, Bitcoin is live. The very next day, bam, they add Cardano. Day 3, Ethereum. Day 4, Solana. That is a new major trading asset every single day. This wasn't some slow, careful rollout. It was an aggressive, super agile push to capture that momentum.
And they weren't just adding assets, they were upgrading the entire engine on the fly. They increased the max position size by 10 times, all the way up to $1,000, and they bumped Bitcoin leverage to 40x. But probably the most important upgrade for actual traders was this, adding $100,000 in liquidity. In simple terms, that just means you could make much bigger trades without the price slipping all over the place, making the platform way more attractive for serious volume.
So you've got this stable foundation and this crazy fast expansion. What was the result? Well, let's look at how all this translated into some truly explosive growth metrics. This is where it gets fun.
This chart right here, this reveals something much deeper than just trading activity. This shows long-term belief. An incredible 91% of all circulating STRIK tokens were staked by the community. When you see a number that high, it's basically a massive vote of confidence. It means users aren't just there for a quick trade, they're invested, literally, in the protocol's long-term success.
And you can see that confidence translated directly into usage. Remember those 600 or so trades on day one? Well, just a few days later, the platform hit a brand new all-time high of over 3,100 trades in a single day. This chart is that classic hockey stick growth curve we all love to see.
And all of that activity, all of that crazy hockey stick growth, it all led to this moment. In just 5 days, the protocol completely smashed through a major milestone, $1 million in total trading volume.
And that $1 million headline was built on something real, over 10,000 successfully completed trades. On top of that, another key metric for a healthy market, open interest, also shot up to a new all-time high. This just showed that more and more capital was actively in play on the platform.
An absolutely incredible first week, no doubt about it. But in this space, what matters just as much is what comes next. So let's take a quick look at the roadmap.
First up is a big one, a native mobile app. The team pointed out that over half of all the trading was already happening on mobile devices anyway. So building a dedicated app for iOS and Android with instant alerts for your positions, it's a really logical and powerful next step to make that user experience even better. And the roadmap goes way beyond just a mobile app. As you can see, the plan is to open up liquidity providing to the community, launch trading campaigns to bring in even more users, add advanced order types, and even expand to a native Solana testnet. It's a super clear signal that the team plans to keep this momentum going at full speed.
And you can tell the team themselves are feeling that momentum. They put out this quote saying, "At this rate, we should have our first day of 10,000 trades pretty soon." It just perfectly captures their confidence and their ambition to keep scaling this thing up.
So, it all comes back to that initial question, right? How do you measure a successful launch? Well, a stable platform, a rapid-fire rollout of features, and explosive user growth that leads to $1 million in volume in just 5 days, I'd say that's a pretty good answer. And it leaves us with one final thought. With a start this strong, what in the world will the next million look like?